Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is May 5th, 2025, and there's a chance that the Catalan Derby between Barcelona and Espanyol could be played without fans. Also, Toni Kroos has shocked the Madrid fans with his statements in regards to Pedri. And finally, there could be some complications with the Clement Lenglet transfer. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and I'm officially back at home after 8 days of being away. Today I did do the podcast and I also posted a video before this one. So if you haven't seen either, make sure to watch them both. And of course, now that I'm back home, I am back to my regularly scheduled videos and podcast. Now, let's begin with the news because, ladies and gentlemen, the derby between Barcelona and Espanyol could be played without fans. Now, Real Betis defeated Espanyol 1-2 with a late goal from Anthony, who's having an absolutely wonderful time with Real Betis, and this caused the Espanyol fans to get angry. They threw lighters and other objects onto the field, which the match had to be stopped, and an announcement was made that the match would not resume until the fans stop acting like hooligans. And the thing is, this is not the first time that Espanyol fans have acted this way during this season. In fact, when Villarreal defeated Espanyol 2-1, or 1-2, I should say, the Espanyol fans actually threw a cup. They ended up hitting the referee in the chest. So this is the second infraction of Espanyol during this season. So now the disciplinary committee are considering punishing Espanyol by not having any fans in the derby between Barcelona and Espanyol, because that would be the next home match for Espanyol, which honestly that would be great for Barcelona because that would take away the home advantage from Espanyol. Plus, let's not forget, last time Barcelona played at Espanyol Stadium was when Barcelona won La Liga, and we all remember what happened where Espanyol fans invaded the pitch and tried to hurt the Barcelona players, which absolutely shameful but expected from Espanyol's fans. And there's a chance that Barcelona could win La Liga once again if Barcelona defeat Real Madrid in El Clásico and then they go on and win the Derby and Espanyol Stadium. Then they could become champions during that match. So it would be better without that there be no fans, because there could be a repeat of what happened 2 seasons ago, again, when the Espanyol fans invaded the pitch. Anyway, speaking of that, last time Barcelona won La Liga was under no other than the Barcelona legend Xavi Hernandez, who continues to listen to offers. Because as he has stated multiple times, Xavi Hernandez wants to continue his coaching career. This season, I should say, he took a sabbatical where he went on break. But now this sabbatical ends in the summer, and Xavi is ready to resume his coaching career. And of course, as I mentioned in a previous video, he has been linked to Bayer Leverkusen, where Xabi Alonso is leaving. There are rumors saying that Xabi Alonso will join Real Madrid, which of course leaves a vacancy open, and Bayer Leverkusen are considering Xavi Hernandez amongst others like Ten Hag. And now there are new links which links Xavi Hernandez to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, which is the former team of Neymar. And of course, my question to you is, where would you rather see Xavi Hernandez? Bayer Leverkusen, Al Hilal? I personally would rather see him in Bayer Leverkusen. I think that would be a good coaching position for Xavi, where he can continue to grow and learn and get better, versus Al Hilal would be taking a step back. You know, it was too big of a jump to go from Qatar to Barcelona, but then to go back to Saudi, it's kind of like might be a step above Qatar, but not that much higher. I think Bayer Leverkusen is a good middle between Qatar and a team as big as Barca, so I think that would be the more reasonable step for Xavi Hernandez in his coaching career. But of course, I do want to hear your thoughts, so let me know down below in the comment section. Now, on to good news, because ladies and gentlemen, our Barcelona Femenine defeated Deportivo La Coruña 4-0. You might say, Mo, how is this good news? Barcelona Femenine defeat everyone in their way. They destroy everybody in their way. They thrash everybody in their way, whether it be in La Liga, the Cup, or the Champions League. And well, the good news is that This means that next match, if Barcelona defeat Real Betis, they will officially become the Liga F, or the Women's League, Spanish League champions yet again. Now, the Barcelona Femini are already in the Women's Champions League final. They're already in the Copa de la Reina final, and if they win La Liga next match, that of course would give them a shot at winning the treble, just like the men's team. And by the way, like our Juvenil A, who already won their own treble by winning the Youth Champions League, the Youth Copa del Rey, and their group division, or their group youth division. Now, more good news, because not only did the Barcelona Femini win this weekend, also Barca Atletic, who won 0-4 against Lugo. And this is good news because, as you know, Barca Atletic had dropped to the last position on their table. They were in 20th position. With this victory, they have climbed to 18th position. That means they're only 3 points away from safety and from avoiding being relegated to 4th division. And this, of course, is very, very good news, because it's very good for our youngsters, because let's not forget, Barca Atletic's main goal, or only goal, is to develop players and feed players to the first team. And it's much better to develop players by having them play in 3rd division rather than 4th division, which is no longer considered pro. Also, it's really good for recruiting other youngsters, because it's a lot easier to convince an up-and-coming youngster to join a team in 3rd division versus try to convince them to join a 4th division. So hopefully Barca Athletic continue to do a good job, and hopefully they can avoid relegation so they can stay in 3rd division for the reasons I just mentioned. Now on to the next bit of news, because Toni Kroos, the Real Madrid legend, has shocked the Real Madrid world with his statements in regards to the best midfielder in the world, Pedri. And this is what the German had to say. Pedri is generally a player who is sorely missed when he is not on the pitch. He doesn't just score goals or provide assists. He provides solutions. Beating opponents doesn't always have to be with a pass, but Pedri is one of the few midfielders who has the gift of dribbling past opponents in tight spaces. He's almost more important than Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, or Lewandowski. They are the ones who decide the outcome of matches. But to achieve that, Pedri is currently the best player in the world in his position, in my opinion. I repeat, Pedri is currently the best player in the world in his position, in my opinion. I always had the feeling that he doesn't seem fast, but then he started dribbling and I said to myself, at least he made a mistake, but even that I couldn't do. He's not like Messi, for example, who you see moving at incredible speed. This player doesn't look fast, but he actually is. He's fast because his movement is incredibly light. So Toni Kroos saying that Pedri is the most important player in Barcelona, and I 100% agree. I've said this time and time again. I think Rafinha is the best performing player. I think Lamine Yamal is the most talented player. But as far as the most important player is Pedri, because without Pedri, nothing else works. So I 100% agree. And then Toni Kroos saying Pedri is the best player in his position in the world. Let's not forget, Madrid fans are always eager to compare Jude Bellingham to Pedri, saying, oh, Bellingham is better because he has more goals. Well, here you go. Your own legend saying Pedri is the best. But, I mean, I guess, what does Toni Kroos know, right? It's not like he played football or anything. I'll leave it at that. Now, let's end this video with the news that things could get complicated in the transfer of Clément Lenglet. As you know, the French defender has finally found a team where he has been shining after failed loans to Aston Villa and to Tottenham Hotspur. He has become a mainstay of El Cholo Simeone's team, and as a result, Atletico Madrid are interested in signing him. The problem, of course, is that Barcelona won at least 10 million euros for the French defender, where Atletico Madrid won either pay nothing or pay a very, very small fee. So this is going to set up both teams for a big matchup or a big negotiation come this summer, which usually Atletico Madrid have always won. But it looks like it could get a little bit more complicated because Atletico Madrid are still looking to reinforce their defense. Their main objective for this summer is El Cuti Romero, but now they're also eyeing Santiago Mourinho from Alaves. And if they end up making both signings, that could mean that they don't have a need for Lenglet, which would send Lenglet back to Barcelona. Now, hopefully this doesn't happen, or maybe it is good if it happens, because after all, Atletico Madrid don't want to pay anything for him. Maybe it is a good thing if he ends up coming back, and maybe Barcelona could transfer him to another team. Maybe not. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But, man, Lenglet seems that problem that you just cannot get rid of. Thanks a lot, Bartomeu, for this signing and for this contract renewal. You continue to screw us even years after you're no longer a Barcelona president. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did upload another video before this one and the podcast as well. So if you haven't seen them yet, make sure you do. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, Visca Barça.